But what we don't talk about is, Canelo. Steroids. Y'all don't talk about that. Well, come on, man. That kid was a cakewalk.
Crawford soundly defeating Canelo Alvarez. We thought that maybe he could have won by even a further margin on the scorecards. He gets it done unanimously. Teddy, can you put into words what we just saw from Terence Crawford?
Well, the only thing I wonder is if Crawford was born and made in a laboratory.
Nigga wrong. Canelo always has had a problem with boxers. He always struggles when he fights a boxer. Anybody knows that if you can box and take a punch, you're gonna give him a hard time. Bud is not one of these guys that's gonna quit.
Floyd Mayweather wasted no time clowning Canelo Alvarez after his defeat to Terence Crawford. He claimed Canelo is no longer the fighter he once was and argued that people have always overrated his greatness. Mayweather revealed he had confidence in Crawford from the start, proving it by placing a massive bet on him. The gamble paid off big as he walked away with heavy winnings. An X account even posted the betting slip, writing, "Looks like Floyd Mayweather cashed out after putting $50,000 on Terence Crawford to beat Canelo." Despite the loss, Canelo Alvarez carried himself with confidence and composure. He praised Crawford's skill, calling him a great fighter who earned his victory. Still, Canelo made it clear he isn't finished. He stressed that he feels physically strong and mentally sharp for the future. By expressing his willingness to face Crawford again, he showed that his fighting spirit remains alive. For Canelo, pride and legacy mean too much to walk away.
If you likes this, please subscribe, Fight File, and click the bell icon for more new boxing updates.
I say to him, I feel great to share the ring with great fighters like him. And if we do it again, it's gonna be great. But you know what? I'm glad to share the ring with great fighters, and I'm glad to be here. I already did a lot in boxing. I already accomplished a lot in boxing. My legacy is already there, and I still taking risks because...
Ryan Garcia also shared his reaction, praising Crawford in a major way. He tweeted, "I actually believe Crawford may be the best fighter of all time." Garcia explained that what Bud displayed in the ring proved his rare skill set and mindset. For Ryan, this victory pushes Crawford into legendary territory, admitting that greatness like this is rare in boxing history. Veteran trainer and analyst Teddy Atlas broke the fight down by comparing it to Canelo's earlier loss against Floyd Mayweather. He argued that Canelo has always struggled with fighters who are quicker and sharper. Atlas pointed out that Canelo's footwork and hand speed remain weaknesses. According to him, those flaws were exposed again by Crawford, who despite a year of inactivity came in sharp, hungry, and prepared. Crawford's timing and movement neutralized Canelo's elite technicians.
From the beginning, that if you go back, and I know it was a lot of years ago, I get it, but you have to have something to point at. If you go back to when he lost his first fight, of course, Canelo I'm talking about, to Mayweather, it wasn't just that his hands were too slow, his feet were too slow. And he's in there with a guy with quick feet and quicker hands. You know what? It doesn't matter how big he is. What did Ali say? Your hands cannot hit what your eyes cannot see. That was tonight. It was great.
Let's put some context on this.
It was great.
Let's put some context on this victory first. A year out of the ring. I think it was like 13 some odd months out of the ring, okay?
Yeah, really?
Yeah. 2 weight classes. Think about that.
Yep.
He had surgery early at the beginning of the year. Surgery on the shoulder surgery, right? Not sure which one. And to come in here and to put on that type of performance against Canelo that actually is coming off a performance, right? You expected Canelo to be sharp. He was sharp. However, what Crawford did was he took the air out of the ball.
Yep.
He used this. That's what boxing's about, people. It's about this. Strategy. That's what he had. He used his feet. He understood Canelo every single movement. That's why Canelo couldn't land any shots on him. He knew what was coming. He knew that the looping right hand was going to come from the southpaw position. So what did he do? Hold the phone. He knew that the hook to the body was going to come. What did he do? Block, and he shot up with counters.
One of his great assets that we don't hear about enough. One of those things that are not so easily as immeasurable on paper, but it's eyes. vision.
Focus.
We know the physical ones we talk about and we understand so easily. Speed, power, quickness, legs, all that stuff. But eyes, radar. This guy's got infrared.
Meanwhile, sports journalist Ariel Helwani reported the official decision on social media, confirming what many already felt. He tweeted, Terence Crawford defeats Canelo Alvarez via UD, 116-112, 115-113, 115-113. The unanimous verdict showed that all three judges had Crawford ahead. Even though the scores were competitive, the result reflected Crawford's superior control of the fight. Helwani's update spread instantly, cementing that history had been made with Crawford toppling one of boxing's most iconic champions. Teofimo Lopez, never shy with his opinions, reacted with respect to Crawford's achievement. He praised the fight for showcasing two of the best in the world and stated the right man won. Lopez went further, saying Crawford now belongs in the top 10 all-time greats. For him, Crawford's style, composure, and execution set him apart not only as the winner of the night, but as a man carving out a permanent place in boxing history. Praise from an active champion only underlines the magnitude of this win and how it resonates throughout the sport.
Of his prime, how can you gauge it?
Doesn't matter. We saw a great fight tonight, did we not? That's all that matters. Two guys risked it, and the better man won tonight. That was Crawford.
Terence got it right. Is there no need for a rematch, or do you want to see running back? Because it was pretty good, like you said.
No, it was pretty, it was really good, actually.
Yeah.
So it's up to the jam. He's a jam. He can do whatever he wants.
What do you think happens with Canelo next after this?
What happens to Canelo after this? It don't matter. He's made a big statement for not only Mexico or the pride of Mexico, but for all Latinos right there. So he's done a great job for himself, man. Nevertheless, Crawford is on his way, continuing to create greatness.
Mentally.
What's up?
You called it for Crawford earlier. We didn't see it and you call it like that.
I know boxing. I just know stylistically. I've been in the gym with I've shared the ring with Canelo, and then I see that. So
they were saying that if he beats Canelo, it could put him as even the greatest of all time. What does that put him in the all-time list, man?
At least top 10.
At least
top 10 or top 15, easily. There's guys that we may not know of or heard of, like Henry Armstrong. Simultaneously, he was 3 divisions carrying all 3 weight divisions at the same time.
Which performance was better? I don't like to compare them, but Crawford or Mayweather's over Canelo. It's just different.
It's just different styles, different looks,
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned for more. Until next time.